All right, what's going on? What's going on though? I'm in the gym today. Actually, I'm on base, trying to think about what I want to do for my workout today. I'm not sure what I want to do, so what I'll do is I'll do calisthenics. Maybe I jump on the dips and do the pull-ups. Like the overhand and underhand. I'll do probably about 3 sets of those. So that'll be like 9 sets. You'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Your shoulders and chest will be nice and you know upright and all that. All right. So yeah, you do it like that. Arms will be nice and toned. Okay. Some old Marine stuff. I wasn't a Marine. I was an Army or whatever. Okay. I wasn't that much of a bonehead. No, I'm just kidding though. All right. Now shout out to the Marines though. All right. Hey, we all in the fight together. Well, when I was in anyway. So I want to talk a little bit about George Foreman here. Okay. I hope that I want to start by saying this. I hope that I did some service because I'm not surprised if I'm going to get put off YouTube. But I'll say it like this. All right, I've done over 800 videos, and if I can continue, that's fine. But if not, then I think that I've served my purpose. Okay. So yeah, I may have pissed off a couple of y'all gang stalkers or whatever. But am I thy enemy for telling the truth? Especially you though, Mr. President. All right. Since you worried about so much about what I do in my house, peeking through my lens of my phone, watching me take a shower and change your clothes. You should be worried about your wife and your family though. But I know you don't. I know you don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't go the straight way. But anyway, let's talk about George Foreman. So, the 73-year-old. All right, and I get amassed by this. Now he's under fire. Okay, under this hashtag Me Too movement. Man, this thing is it's kind of like getting like in fourth gear that these allegations or whatever. Okay, that they're coming into full force now. That he's on the chopping block because of some stuff that happened in the 70s where there were two young female, I think they were adolescents, 10 or 12 years old, that he had forcefully had assaulted. I'm saying this allegedly, okay? Or he would fire their father or something like that for manager or something like that. The father was some type of trainer or manager for him, okay? If he didn't have his way, now like 50 years later, all this stuff is coming out. Okay, and I saw an article about this before, maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. Man, that kind of hurt my feelings when I saw that. I'm like heartbroken, because I did like George Foreman. I remember as a kid when I watched all those guys fight for that belt. Him, Muhammad Ali, it was Norris's son, uh, Norris's father. I forgot that guy's name. He was in the Marines, by the way. Okay, but his last name was Norris. He was tall too, like 6'5", 6'6". George Foreman's about 6'5", 6'6" too. Frazier. So it was like 4 or 5 guys fighting for the. I remember when I was a kid, my dad actually took me to a Muhammad Ali fight when he fought George Foreman. I think it was the Thriller Manila. I was a kid, maybe 3 or 4 years old. But anyway, yeah, these. I asked myself, why are they waiting till now to happen? Okay, and I said this when I did the video yesterday about the preacher out here in North Las Vegas, okay, where I reside. I live in Las Vegas, but North Las Vegas is a suburban area, okay, of the greater Las Vegas area. That if you are in the position of public trust or like, they're going to hold you to a higher standard. And I'm thinking at least if they're probably going to get, I don't know, 2, 3 complaints, they're going to start looking into stuff, okay? And back then, in those days, maybe up until when? Maybe the late 80s, 90s. Okay, you didn't say nothing or whatever. Okay, and if somebody did come up pregnant, you know, raped, I don't know if it was something that it was an inside deal, that confidential agreement. Okay, so it's to my understanding that now they are starting to change the provisions a little bit, at least to look into it. Cases like this, no matter when it happened, and if the assailant and the victim or both is still alive. If somebody complains about it, okay, that I guess if they got the right lawyer or they know the right person, they can at least look into it. And that's what they're starting to do. That's all I can say about that. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm thinking if you know somebody, you're a victim, or if you're a victim, yeah, you can make a complaint. But I'll say like this, you better have some type of evidence or some type of, like at least one witness that saw it, okay, then you may have a case. Not to take anything away from George Foreman, okay? But man, these are some serious allegations. I'm just saying, hey, you got to have proof. So let's see how this thing turns out. Man, again, but see, it's a two-way street on this, okay? Why so long? But, I just told you the reason why that, back then, but I guess now, with these new provisions and all that, maybe a lot of the stuff in the dark starts, coming to light, especially, I look at a lot of crime investigation shows at night, all right? Since y'all think that I'm asleep or whatever, NSA, right? And things like DNA and fingerprint uh, database and all that, that's been opening up a lot of crimes that are like, what, 50, 60 years old, okay? We at that time, man, where they say in the revelations that things that are in the dark come to light. And with factions like that, I just told you about the DNA, the internet, fingerprints, that some of this stuff is starting to come out to light. So let me know what you think about the video here. I think I know what I want to do now. All right. Sometimes you just need to have like a minute just to think. Okay. And I appreciate your time here. All right. I'm going to try to do a video about Trey Songz today too, because this guy's on the chopping block now. Now that he's kind of like over the apex. So he's next. All right, stay tuned. Peace.